Peace. This is King Noble Black Supremacy. And with this particular video, I want to call it White Supremacy Stimulus. Or should I say, White Supremacy Stimuli. Or checked by White Supremacy Stimulus. Whatever, however. This is not about money. This is not me saying that people are never going to get excited or happy about getting money or what they would consider free money, or somebody giving them some money to do some things that they always needed to do or always wanted to do but didn't have the money to do it, or catch up on some of their bills that they fell behind due to the coronavirus and through to this failing economy that I warned everybody of, that the matrix was going to collapse. And people thought I was joking and thought I was insane when I said the matrix is going to collapse, Babylon is going to fall. And everything I predicted came into fruition. Everything that I ever spoke manifested. That's a whole nother video. Not to say people don't need some recovery or aid or assistance in these troubled times that we live in right now. So they want to get their stimulus check. It's not about money. It's not about the money, but it's about the mentality. It's about the perspective. And it's about the white supremacy validation and people being so hung up on being fed by their master. Not financially, but mentally and spiritually. They want to be fed by their master. It's not even about getting the food. It's about making sure that it's the master that's doing the feeding and being happy that master is feeding them. That's why I'm calling it white supremacy stimulus. And the only thing a white supremacy stimulus could do, if you're unaware, is stimulate you to be back into white supremacy. White supremacy stimuli cannot stimulate you to do something other than self. It must stimulate you to get back into white supremacy, to get back into materialism, capitalism, and being back under the devil. Nature has been giving you a stimulus check. Nature has given you an unlimited and infinite stimulus check. But you never checked the stimulus. You never checked the stimuli because you haven't stimulated your crown chakra, your third eye, your kundalini. You have not stimulated your nervous systems. You have not regenerated your stem cells in your brain to realize nature has already provided you every stimulus that you possibly could ever need. You won't accept the stimulus check that nature has given you. You won't accept the stimulus check that has been given to you by the ancestors. They sent you one who could stimulate you and awaken you and bring you back into the divine consciousness of who you are, so you can manifest and create whatever you desire. And us as a melanated people can take over this world and rule and dominate and be the rightful owners of the planet Earth, the mothers and fathers of civilization, so that we can get back into that posture, that mode. Nature has given us all the stimulus that we needed, but we reject it. Because if it's not coming from our enemy, it doesn't stimulate us. If it's not coming from our enemy, white supremacy, Babylon, the devil, we're not stimulated. So it's really not a white stimulus check. It's really a white simulated check. We're not being stimulated. We're being simulated. And we are assimilating to his world and his reality once again. All that nature has provided, all the natural ways through the law of attraction and magnetism that we can connect with one another, all the ways that we can impact the consciousness of all of our people and all of those around us in order to manifest an abundant reality. We reject that. We see that as nothing, as void, as empty. And it ain't till the devil comes and provides you some stimulus to get back in the human form, to get back on the slave ship, to get back on the plantation. It's not until he comes along with the stimulus, then you get happy, you get excited, you could do something. Now you can get going. Now you can make something happen. Now you can do something. When nature, the ancestors, and all the spiritual realities has been knocking on your door of the Akashic records, trying to stimulate you. Every black teacher, black messiah, black prophet, black true and living God has been embodied on earth to give you some stimulus. All the natural foods and herbs that you're supposed to be partaking of, it's supposed to be giving you the proper stimulus to be all you can be, to do all that you need to do, but it is not to your master stimulate you. You excited. You want to get the stimulus. You want to get the stimulus. You say he's the devil and wicked, but you want him to stimulate you. And I'm not hating on you getting whatever money that you feel that you do, or getting your reparations in the form of stimulus, or getting those dollars. I'm not hating on you. I'm just, look at yourself though. Look how geek these Negroes is. Nature been stimulating you. Let me come over here and show you this log cabin, this natural log cabin. The first log that I done laid on this log cabin that I'm getting ready to set up. The first log. See, nature gave me a stimulus check. It gave me all these dead trees out here. All these dead trees laying on the ground. It's a stimulus check. The leaves on the ground, the sunlight, the natural waters in the springs is giving me a constant stimulus check. The sun is giving me a stimulus check. And you've never been excited about the stimulus check that nature has been giving you. You've never been excited about the stimulus that your black prophets and your black messiahs and gods and avatars and living orishas have given you. You're not excited about that. Well, master give you some. A master ready to feed you. A master ready to throw you some chitlins out of the back of the barn. You're ready to eat. You're excited. You're licking your lips. It's not the food or the nourishment. It's that how excited you are and how motivated you are by eating at the hand of your master. How excited you are by being orientated and situated in the enemy's world in Babylon reality. Because if you were smart, you would use any stimulus, no matter where it comes from, to start stimulating yourself out of white supremacy, stimulating yourself outside of his fallen world. That's the real stimulus you need, the stimulus that's going to constantly wake you up eternally. That's the real stimulus that you need. So I had to touch on this because I see how people are. It's like they don't know they've been getting stimulus since the day they was born, because they believe that anything that is worthwhile having must come from the hands of their enemy, must be validated and come down the pipelines from their enemy. This is King Noble Black Supremacy. Join my website, www.kingnoblepblacksupremacy.com.